Hello, everybody. I am Susie from Start a Mom Blog, and it is Thursday, August 16th. Um, I am excited to spend a couple minutes with you guys. I did not sleep a lot last night. I had a really hard night with baby. He was up almost every 2 hours, so I might only be here for about 30 minutes today, depending on how long I can stay talking without stuttering. So if you guys are frustrated or think that blogging is hard to do it as a mom, it is. It takes a lot of dedication and time and effort. It's worth it. But if you're having a hard time, understand that I'm having a hard time too. It's not always easy. So, hi, Lizzie. How are you doing? Lizzie says she has her wine glass. Awesome. I'm glad you're joining us, Lizzie. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Rosie. Joanne. Ooh, okay. Joanne says, could you please talk about cornerstone posts and maybe show an example of yours? So, cornerstone posts, like pillar posts, things that I refer to a lot where I get a lot of questions on a particular topic. So, then I write a really big, meaty post. I try to answer all the questions on that particular topic. That's what I call it, a pillar post. Like they're normally over 2,000 words. They're pretty long. I'll show you an example of one. Actually, like the one that I have at the top, that's what to blog about. I just looked it up. It's 7,000 words. So I kind of got excited about that post and I kept writing how to discover ideas for what to blog about, how to come up with your first post topics. So, Joanne, if you want to see an example, it's right in the description above. Yeah. So that's one of my pillar posts. Amber says, hi, Amber. Cool. Beth says, I didn't know the Compass Explorer was for that. It's not really. It's for exploring new ideas and kind of discovering what you want to do if you're a user of Pinterest. But if you're a blogger and you're actually using Pinterest to generate content ideas, you can use it in the way to like generate blog posts instead of thinking, oh, what should I do? How should I decorate my house? So there's different ways of using Pinterest if you're using it as a consumer or as a content creator. Anne says, that's a good idea. My niche are parents who have a child who struggles with reading ideas. I want to grab attention. Okay, so let's go. Switch things. Okay, if you have a child who's struggling with reading, let's see if they have an education tab here on Pinterest in the Explorer. Teaching letter recognition, that could be exactly what you want to target, right? That kind of makes sense. And who struggles with reading. So teaching letter recognition, that's something that you might want to explore and see. Those are the words that you might want to target in a blog post and see what other people are doing to kind of get ideas, not to copy. We're not here to copy. We're just here to see what's popular and then write about what you can contribute on that popular topic. So hopefully that would work. All right. Man, I love Pinterest. There's so many ideas. It's so cool. Melissa says, yeah, so the fat bombs are keto snacks. Crazy. Is anybody here on keto? Do you guys like it? I don't know if I can do it. It's like low carbs, right? I love carbs. They make me feel happy. Jaden says chocolate peanut butter fat bombs are the best. Okay, so that might be a blog post. Chocolate peanut butter fat bombs. That's perfect blog post. Okay. Ashley says, what calendar did you say you used to share your calendar for scheduling? Golly, so for scheduling blog posts, normally I'm a very like physical person. I either use Excel spreadsheets, and that's where I do most of my planning, or I use my handy dandy bullet journal, which this little baby comes out when I'm overwhelmed and I have too much stuff to do. So currently it is out again. The bullet journal is out. We are using it, or I am using it, on, so this is normally how I do like just my normal monthly spreads. One side I have the month, so this is August, and then on this side I have my August to-dos. So here I have all the days in August and kind of what's happening on that day so I don't forget things, because I had a call with somebody on Tuesday and I actually fell asleep. I was taking a nap with the kids and we were all playing on my bed, and then I fell asleep and I got an email from her and she's like, "Hey, are you still ready for the call?" And I wish I should have written it down. But yeah, so I write things down. It helps. So here's all my activities that I'm doing for August, and here's all my to-dos. So what I do then is I obviously check them off as I do them. And then if I move on to September, if I haven't checked it off here, then I decide, do I actually move this to-do list or this task to September? If it's still worth it to do it. If it's not worth it to do it, I don't, migrate it over to the next month. All right, so that's normally how I use my bullet journal. That's just like very simple monthly spreads. I also then use it for all kinds of notes. But it's nice. It's nice to have a good quality journal that you can kind of carry around with you. It's not too big, and it has like, I just like the color. It also helps me not to like miss it anywhere because it's red. Dana and Wendy Cole says, what are your feelings about a strictly curated blog? So a curated blog is kind of where you talk about a whole post of, or a whole, I don't know, a lot of topics. I'll show you an example of a smaller blog that's a curation blog, and then like the big ones that are curation blogs. So most bloggers are familiar with Chasing Foxes. I mean, the name doesn't even make any sense, right? So if you're just starting your blog and you don't know what to call it, just call it anything. Just call it something that people will remember. Like, we're all going to remember Chasing Foxes. That's a really cool blog name. It's just random. And that's maybe why they called it Chasing Foxes, because it is so random. So they have posts about anything. They're a curation blog. They just blog about anything popular. Beauty hacks, beautiful skin, here's relationship stuff, here's lifestyle stuff, money tips. And they also pull a lot from other blogs, and they kind of make these list posts or curation posts on, this is the ultimate guide or the 12 sewing hacks. Here you go. Every crafty person should know. But they don't actually write everything. They link to other blogs. So it's good and bad. The good thing is you can create content quickly because you're showcasing all these other amazing blogs. And most bloggers don't mind if somebody links to them because it gives them a good backlink. They have a pretty high domain authority. They're not just starting out Chasing Foxes. So if they link to your blog, that's awesome. They're sending you some traffic, and then in return, they're getting a little bit of traffic too because they have the overall post. What's great about curation blogs is you can blog about anything. It does take a lot of content to monetize it because you're not niching down to one specific topic. You're kind of blogging about a whole host of popular things. So the strategy with a curation blog is to blog a lot. They don't have to be like 2,000 word blog posts. They can be shorter blog posts. But the way that they monetize a curation blog is, obviously you guys can see the ads up here. The Mediavine ads here, and affiliate links. So a lot of times they would put, gosh, where can I see any affiliate? Oh man, there's a ton of ads on this side. But some of these posts would have affiliate links, and that's a way that they can make money too. So Chasing Foxes is probably making like 30, 40, 50,000 per month just through ads and affiliates because they do get a ton of traffic. There's a little Chrome extension that I use called SimilarWeb. So you can see here there's SimilarWeb. Their traffic per month is around 200K. It's not perfectly accurate. It's probably a little higher than this, but at least SimilarWeb is showing you, hey, this site is pretty big. It's getting good traffic. It can also show you like where are they getting their traffic from. So Chasing Foxes is mostly getting their traffic from social shares. All right. Another one that's super big, you guys all know it, Huffington Post is a huge curation blog. They make millions per year. They have professional writers. They have probably hundreds of writers that write for Huffington Post. And you can see, again, they monetize through ads. Well, that's fancy. Look at that one, like pop in and out. All right, so hopefully that helps you. So there's different types of blogs you can start. They all have different strategies of how you actually monetize them. Type of blog. I think I have a post that goes over it. So this one, there you go. It's called startamomblog.com/blog type. If you go there, this would go into every type of blog you can start. So there's curation blogs, there's teaching blogs, lifestyle blogs, niche blogs, journey blogs, guest blogs, and then you can decide which one fits you best. All right, I hope that helps Dana and Wendy Cole. All right, let's go into some more questions. Christina says, hi, I'm from Rome. I'm new to blogging and have just tried to write about our day-to-day living overseas, family life, and travel. Is this a little overzealous? Christina, it's good to start blogging kind of about your life and like what's happening with you. That's more of a lifestyle blog. But you do really want to focus on your reader. Why would somebody come to your blog in the first place and take the time to read your post? What's in it for them? Why are they there? Like, are they just going to read about your life? Most of the time, people will click away from that if it's just your diary. But if you can somehow help them through your experiences, say, for example, okay, you are from Rome, you can talk about all the amazing things there is to do in Rome or how to travel to Rome on a budget. Like, those are things that people would be searching for. Or the mom and pop restaurants in Rome that the tourists don't know about, that's off the beaten path, that people want to go check out, but they don't want to be like in the overly tourist area. So those are things that you need to think about. How can you use your life to help other people and what's in it for them? So blogging is not so much just a diary. It's very much focused on your reader. Cool. Okay, Rosie says she likes to explore option for Pinterest. Awesome. Cool. Katie does paleo. Awesome, Katie. Paleo is it easier than keto? I'm going to say all these diet names wrong. Keto. Cece says, I'm new to blogging. I don't know much, but I'd like to blog about our special needs adoption journey and family stuff. I love your blogging courses. Awesome. I love that. Your special needs adoption. That's awesome, Cece. Lindsay says, hi, Susie. I've started the Nashville homeschooler, and I'm working through your first 31 steps and blog by number. Both are so amazing and helpful. Maybe one day I contribute to your Mom Life Happy Life page. Yes, I would love that. You can definitely contribute. Lizzie says, I love your stuff. Have you ever thought about doing a membership type group? I hear they are big now. I will so pay for that. Lizzie, you're awesome. Thank you. That's been on my heart lately. It's so hard for me. Like, I would love to do a Facebook group and really be in it and help my readers that way. How I help my students now is they can just email me and I email them back. So it's one-on-one help. That's how I help my current students. I don't have a Facebook group because I know how much time it takes. It's very intense to run a Facebook group. It takes a lot of dedication. And it's going to require me to have some more time at the computer to actually be in that Facebook group and answer questions. Also, on a very honest note, like, I like having my students email me in my inbox, because if it takes me a day or two to reply, that's okay. Like, nobody sees that. But if it's in a Facebook group and I don't reply for a day or two, like, people start tagging me and I get nervous. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't replied yet. People are there. They're looking. They're wondering where I am. So honestly, on my part, like, I can take a little bit longer to respond. Like, if things are happening with the kids or we're potty training, That's why I'm preferring emails right now. I might do a Facebook group in the future. It most likely might be paid for because I just don't have the time. We'll see. We'll see in the fall when the little ones go to preschool. We'll see how time opens up. But thanks for asking, Lizzie. Naria says she's from the Netherlands. Awesome. So Naria, I'm from South Africa, so I speak Afrikaans. So if you speak Dutch really slowly, I can understand you, which is pretty cool. Sarah says, I'm struggling to decide what type of blog I want to do and I can't move forward. How do you get the motivation to start? All right, so Sarah, let's have a real talk here. How do you get the motivation to start? This is what I would advise for you to do. If you don't know where to start, you're kind of stuck, you don't have motivation, I would say either go buy your name, so sarahhillman.com if it's available, or buy something random like chasingfoxes.com or theblueteacup.com, and then start blogging about what you want to blog about on there. Because it might not be your forever blog, but it is going to be your starting blog, and you're going to start to learn. You're going to learn how to create those pin images. You're going to learn how to write a blog post. You're going to learn the whole back end of WordPress and how that works. So even it might not be your forever blog, but you have to start somewhere. The same way with like an exercise routine. You might be intimidated because you don't have a gym membership, or right now you only have 10 minutes a day to dedicate to exercise. But even starting with just 10 minutes a day, just doing something is going to change your body and change your mindset, so that if you can do 10 minutes, then you can do 20 minutes. If you can do 20 minutes, you can do longer stretches. And then you're like, oh, well, I've been exercising at home for the last month. I'm committed to this. Maybe now I can go buy that gym membership and I'll actually use it. So that's kind of what you need to think about when you're just starting a blog. It's proving to yourself that you can do it. All right, so I hope that helps. All right. Rosie says, I started my blog earlier this year. I got laid off from my teaching job, so I need to step up my work and get the ball rolling to monetize. I also have an Etsy shop. Would it be better to start a separate blog for this or make it part of my lifestyle blog? Rosie, if they're connected, if they have some kind of overlap between the two, I would definitely link from your blog to your Etsy shop. Like, send people from your blog to your Etsy shop so that you can get more sales. If they're somewhat related. Say, for example, you sell, one blogger reached out to me the other day. She sells these unicorns. Agnes. All right. And the unicorn's not up here because the kids are playing with it. But she sells these unicorns, and she also has a little book. So she uses her blog, which is about kids' activities, and then she sends people to her store. I don't know if it's on Etsy or it might be somewhere else, but she does use her blog to funnel people into her product. And it's related because she's talking about kids' activities, and what she has to sell is a kid's toy. So if it's something like that, you could use your blog as a wonderful funnel for your products. Kim says, I'm struggling with a theme. I'm not sure if I should pay for one or not. Kim, it depends on where you are in your blogging journey. If you're ready for a theme and you've proven to yourself that, yes, you're going to stick with blogging, definitely invest in a theme. It makes you look so much more professional, and it gives you a lot of more capabilities, what you can do with your blog and how you can manipulate it. I honestly love, if you guys don't already know, I love Divi from Elegant Themes. There's so much you can do with Divi. Like, you can make these beautiful, gorgeous pages. Let me just show you. If you guys haven't seen my my front page yet, let me see. There you go. Okay, so my front page, I designed it all myself. Super proud. And it's all done with Divi, and it's like drag and drop. It's pretty easy. So this was all Divi, these pretty little boxes. All this is done through Divi. And it would be so hard to line up things this beautifully if I wasn't using a nice paid theme. All right, so this is kind of the front page. I also use Divi for my major landing pages or sales pages. So you can see here, this one is for the Blog by Number course. So I created this all with Divi. Look at these beautiful like dividers. Isn't that pretty? That's kind of cool. And even this one was much smaller. Here you go. This little landing page. So this is kind of fancy. Look at that. Ah. Sometimes I just like to load this page so I can look at it. All right, so that's a cute little landing page too that I designed with Divi. Alrighty. Answer a couple more questions. Tamara says, do you have course by number and ebook by number together in a package? No, not yet. I haven't bundled course by number with anything because I just launched it 2 weeks ago. I haven't bundled it with any of my other products, so not yet. Stephanie says, what productivity tips? Yay, I love productivity. Do you have for a blogger who has limited times but is dedicated to profiting from her blog? And as a blogger, I have a private Facebook group associated with my blog, and at some point I want to sell a course or a book. Is there a magic number I should be aiming for regarding Pinterest, Facebook, or blog followers? Stephanie, so there's no magic number. I've heard people of having amazing launches with a list as small as 300. What I did when I launched the Blog by Number ebook, I had just over 1,000 people. I think it was definitely under 2,000 people on my email list, and that's when I launched my Blog by Number ebook. I felt like I wanted to hit that 1,000 email subscribers, and then I'm like, okay, now I have confidence to actually launch an ebook. So there's no perfect number as long as you just have some kind of following where you can start promoting your ebook and have feedback if this idea is actually viable or not. Productivity tips. Yeah. So I use my physical journal to help me kind of jot down ideas. I really like having a physical journal because a lot of times I write things down on my computer or I put them in an Excel spreadsheet somewhere and then I forget them. Or what I would do, I would email myself. I email myself a reminder so that when I go through my emails, I remember to do that. Not the best process, but I like having a physical book that helps me the most. Then another productivity tip I do, because I have young kids, I need to find times where I can have dedicated quiet time to work on my blog. And recently we've done this big life shift where instead of working at night when I'm done and spent and my brain is fried, I wake up super early in the morning with my husband around 4 o'clock, and that's when we start working on our side hustles. So from 4 to like 7, that gives me 3 solid hours to work on my blog. What else do I do for productivity? Anything I can ask maybe a friend to help me with or my husband to help me with. If there's anything that you can outsource, see if you can ask maybe a friend to help you with your blog or your husband, or maybe pay somebody if you want to. But definitely outsource things that take a lot of time that you could ask somebody else to help with. And another productivity, this is just kind of lifestyle, but going to the gym and working out is really helpful. Or just doing some kind of form of exercise. I always used to think that going to do exercise or going to the gym would take away time from blogging. It does take some time away, but then when I do have the time to blog, I'm so much clearer in my thoughts and I actually work faster than if I didn't exercise and I felt tired and exhausted all the time. So exercise does really help. And then tons of coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Brendan says, what's your opinion on website platforms like Squarespace for blogging? I think I haven't tried Squarespace out myself. I know a fellow blogger who created her blog with Squarespace and it works well, but she kind of wished she moved over to WordPress. WordPress.org does run 30% of all the websites in the world. So I really like it. I'm kind of biased to WordPress. Do you have a coaching program for any of your courses? Thanks. So this is the second question, people asking for some kind of like membership program or coaching program. Let me think about it. I might when the fall, when the kids go back to school, I might think about it. All right. Thanks for asking, Brendan. But not yet. Right now, I don't. Evelyn says, do you have by any chance given your students feedback once their blogs are live? Maybe like a consultation to see what they could work on. Another person asking for feedback and coaching. Awesome. You guys really want this. This is cool. I do have a blog review, which is kind of pricey. But then I sit down with you for an hour and we go through your strategy and your blog and where you can improve. I believe if you go to, let me double check. If you want to book an hour with me, yeah. If you go to startamomblog.com/coaching, that redirects to the option to purchase an hour with me so we can work one-on-one through your blog, your strategy, your editorial calendar, all that stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. I currently, I'm investing in Ahrefs. So if any of you guys are familiar with that, it's a keyword research service, but it's extremely pricey. It is so expensive. So if you do book a coaching call with me, maybe we can look your domain up and your competitors in Ahrefs and kind of see what kind of data we can get out of that too, because I now have the subscription to it, so I might as well use it. All right, so Michelle says she loves Divi. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Lizzie. So Heidi says, what's the cost of Divi? Divi is $89 for a year or $249, I believe, for a lifetime. And that's awesome. A lot of themes have a monthly subscription service, so you have to pay it every year or every month. Divi, you can buy it and buy all their future updates and all their other themes you get as well for $250. You also, with Divi, you get the extra theme, which is really great. MomLifeHappyLife.com is run off the extra theme, so it looks more like a magazine, more like that curation style blog. I also use Monarch from Elegant Themes, and that's part of the whole Divi package for my social media sharing buttons. And I use Bloom from Elegant Themes, also part of the $250 when you purchase it one time. Bloom for my pop-ups and my sign-up boxes. So there's a lot of things in Divi and Elegant Themes that you can use to make your blog beautiful and customized and work well with you. Also, and recently, my husband just found out that Divi and WooCommerce work really well together. So be on the lookout. There might be some WooCommerce stuff coming to my blog soon. Woohoo! Oh, that's funny. Tamar says, another question, how many posts, including pillar posts, do you think I need before starting to make SEO and other stuff for launching my blog? Right from the beginning, Tamar, you can work on SEO and writing your posts correctly with the right headlines and keywords. You don't have to wait for a certain amount of posts. It does take time for Google to rank you. You might be producing amazing content on your blog, but it does take some time, like a couple months or longer, for Google to see, hey, this blog is actually consistent in their content. They're still here. They haven't died after a month of trying, and then they'll start ranking you in their search. So it does take some time to get SEO rankings. It's a long-term strategy. If you want traffic a little faster, for beginning bloggers, I recommend Pinterest, and then focusing on SEO once you have your Pinterest game up. Sandra says, what tool are you using for these lives to share your screen? I'm currently using OBS. I don't think I can actually show you guys what it looks like because I'm using it. But yeah, I use OBS. It's called Open Broadcast Software, and it's free. It's a little tricky to set up. If you go to startamomblog.com/equipment At the bottom of that post is a video showing you exactly how I do these lives and share my screen. All right, so a couple more minutes and then I might go take a nap because I am exhausted. Kelly says, have you noticed anything weird with Pinterest lately? I did your 30-day challenge and it went great for me. I'm now doing the challenge with Carolina and I'm seeing my numbers drop. Aw, I'm wondering if something else has changed or I'm doing something wrong. Kelly, Pinterest is a wild animal. They're always like changing their algorithm and testing out different things. So don't be alarmed if your traffic goes up and down with Pinterest. Just consistently create good blog content and pretty looking pins and put them on Pinterest and it will go up again. Like Carly Campbell, she has a great Pinterest group if you want to talk all about Pinterest stuff, and I'm in it. And there's some rumblings like Pinterest goes up and down and there's always changes. Just stay consistent with your quality of your content and algorithms will change, but if you like produce amazing content, that's going to help you in the long run. So don't be too alarmed if things go up and down. We're in this for the long run. Aaliyah says, I did the physical journal after you said it last week and it helped me so much. Awesome. Yeah, I love my bullet journal. Beaver Rochelle says, hi Susie, I love your course so far. How much were you making in your blog before you sold products for starting a blog? I feel like that makes the real bucks selling your experience and blogging. Beaver, it always seems that way because the bloggers who, like the business bloggers, were always like talking about our numbers. But if you think of people like doing craft blogs or parenting blogs or curation blogs like Huffington Post, nobody knows how much they're making, but they're making a lot of money. Like it's just because we always like talk about the money that it seems like business bloggers are making all the money, but it's not that way. For example, my friend just recently sold her blog. Maybe I'm not allowed to say this. Anyway, she sold her blog. I'll just stay very generic on productivity and planners and planning your day and being more productive. And she sold it for over $50,000. So, and it was all just like a curation blog on planners and productivity. So that's pretty cool. I'm very proud of her. I hope that helps. Nura says, do you recommend the Divi theme for any type of blog? I'm working on a blog where I will share kids' lifestyle stuff and mom tips in a listicle form. Thanks. Nura, maybe like Divi is great, but what would be better for you is Extra. It's like Divi, but it has extra modules. So it's Divi, but with a couple extra modules. Yeah, it's called Extra from Elegant Themes. So same company that sells Divi. If you go to Mom Life, Happy Life, that you can actually see how Extra looks. A lot of bloggers like it if they produce a lot of content, maybe like a post, like 2 or 3 posts a week. It's a great way to kind of showcase all those posts at once. Elias says, I'm getting up early now since school has started back up. I start early on my blog and learning and reading stuff. Reading is the hardest because I'm more of a tell me how to do it kind of girl, and I get it faster, but I'm reading is slow. Okay. Reading is slowing me down because it's learning and everything, and maybe I'm not really good at reading either. That's a long comment. Thanks. Oh, Joanne says she's wondering if you have a blog consultation program as well. Yes. Okay, so that's like the 4th person right now asking if I do blog consultation. So yeah, just go to startamomblog.com/coaching if you really want to have some one-on-one time with me, and I can walk you through what you're doing right with your blog and where we can improve. All right. Tiffany Pearson says, please answer. I have a fine art tablet I would like to make a blog for. What type of theme do you recommend? I have a fine art tablet I would like to make a blog for. I'm confused. What type of theme do you recommend? Oh, sorry. I have a fine art talent. Fine art. I'm still confused. What type of blog theme? Tiffany, can you post a link to your blog so I can check it out and kind of see what theme? I'm biased to Divi from Elegant Themes. But yeah, let me check out what you have there. So I'll answer 2 more questions because my throat is getting dry and I'm starting to stutter. So that means I need to stop talking and sign off. So 2 more questions. Chris says, hi, Susie. You were saying that you're going to buy Ahrefs, but why don't you just go through using Google search to find the best keywords to write about and rank for? The keyword tools don't know how many searches a keyword has. It's just a guess. Yeah, Chris. So what I like about Ahrefs is it like has a lot of the data behind my blog and the data of other blogs that I can look up, but just for like less, like a cheaper way to look at keyword research and volume. There's 2 little tools that I use. One is called Keywords Everywhere. That's pretty cute, or not cute, but it's helpful. And the other one is the Mozbar. So those 2 tools is very helpful to use as well for keyword kind of discovery. Tamar says, you explained something about Pinterest and Blog by Numbers, right? Yes, I do. I do cover Pinterest in the course Blog by Numbers, yes. All right, one more question, and I get to go take a nap. Because it's awesome chatting with you guys. I absolutely love it. But these lives are pretty intense for me to do. Okay, Debbie says, I'm having a problem connecting my blog to Facebook. It gives me a message saying that my link has been reported as abusive. It's a new domain, so I don't know what to do. Do I need to buy a new domain? Oh, golly. I haven't heard that before. So when you're trying to actually connect it to your Facebook fan page, like it's telling you you're not allowed to add that link there. Man, I've heard some things about Facebook lately. So keep me updated on that, Debbie. Yeah, let me know. Like drop a link to your blog in the comments so I can check it out, okay? And kind of see. Maybe it's too new. Maybe Facebook like needs you to have some kind of history on your blog so they can actually see. Yeah, maybe they would think it's like if it's a brand new blog and you just bought it yesterday, like it could appear spammy potentially. All right, so guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that the beginning of this video where I showed you guys how to find popular blog topics and find that connection between what's popular on Pinterest and then verifying and seeing if it's popular on Google. I hope that really helps you like niche down and get really good blog topics. Let me know how it goes. If you need more resources, definitely go to the blog post in the description. Check that out. Check out the link to the Pinterest PDF, which is pure gold. And then also check out my products. There's a link to them as well if you need more help with starting your blog. Again, thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you again soon.